Real quickly, this is a bonus video for this week. I don't want to be one of those techs that makes it out like every repair is a success, so here's a non-successful video. Enjoy. Okay, another Nintendo Switch. Pretty obvious what the problem is with this one. Right off the bat. And won't need meters for this one. Well, at least not yet. Yep, that's a problem. Let's get that in the picture real good. Bunch of bent pins and they are shorting together, so there's a possibility of collateral damage on this one, but we won't know until we take it apart and remove the port. Let's get started. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get right to port removal. Alright, tweezers. Macro pencil. Some low melts. No more fussing with it. Try and get a bead. The stick. There we go. Flood these pins real good. All right, flip the board over. Apply some flux. Zoom out a little bit so you guys can watch this very stimulating video, I'm sure. We have enough on there. That's better. Maybe a tad more. There we go. I like them to be well flooded. Alright. Hopefully the audio is a little bit better with this new mic. I'll probably have to adjust the audio up a little bit from my tests in editing, and I will try to remember to do that. Alright, we're going to mop up a little bit of this old flux. First we'll hit it with the Q-tip to get the pooled stuff, and then we'll get the brush going. Pull stuff off here so it doesn't end up in black concrete. It requires a chisel to go off. Alright, I think we'll add a little bit more. Again, some people don't feel it's necessary, but I just like the flow a little bit better when I put flux on it. So I do flux for removal and application on most things. Alright, I think we are prepared. Let's switch gloves. Grab our ceramics and bring the sauce. Concentrating on the outer anchor points first. Get them wetted, whichever term you prefer. Now we'll get in here on these other ones. And now we'll start concentrating down on those hidden pins. And do some strategic nudging. On the anchor points. It's not ready yet. Just lightly tapping it. That should be all it takes. There we go. Just fell right off. Let's have a look at it. Looks pretty good. No copper on there, so that means no pull pads. And that is the ideal pull. Flip it around. Be careful where we touch. You do not want to mess with the LCD connector in any fashion. Alright, now let's clear any bridges, and we do have a bridge there, so we need to clear that before we do measurements. Okay, any others? Looks good. Alright, let's do some measurements. See if we have any collateral damage from the shorted pins. I'll bring in the additional light so that we can see part numbers. Hopefully you can see them. Yes. Let's check around the M92 T36. This one is connected to P13 USB. And appears to be shorted. So we have a P13 USB problem. And looks like we have an M92 problem too. Oh yeah. Good gravity. It's shorted all over. This one may be a disappointment. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove those chips before we proceed further. Come on. Whew, big old short on that coil. Alright. Extensive damage was done. First things we have to do is, since we're over here, we'll remove N92 T36 and then we'll flip over and remove P13 USB. I am going to automatically say that I am not optimistic at this point. I have a fear that those shorts have taken out our CPU. But let's remove them and see. We won't know for sure until it's done. Pull that light out of the way. Don't get in a hurry on these. This board dissipates heat efficiently. So just wait until you see all the pins wetted. You're not going to burn the board, typically. Okay. Let's measure and see if our M9 shorts have been removed. I'm not holding my breath. Guess we can cool it down a little bit. Well, the M9 shorts are gone. Let's go up here and check this coil short. The coil is actually not shorted. I'm being dumb. It should have continuity through it. It should not be shorted to ground, which it is not. Okay. Not enough coffee. More coffee. Let's drink more coffee. I have a link in my description for the coffee I like. It is awesome. It is almost too good. Alright, so the M92 short is cleared. I am 100% certain we're still going to have the P13. Yep. So let's flip that over and look over there. And for that we can use the light because we're measuring. But for removal, I'm going to remove the light so it's out of my way. Alright, let's measure around our P13. I want you guys to see what I'm doing, so measure down. And this filter might be gone. Alright, so filter. We got a challenging one today. Well, sort of a challenging one. Alright, we're short on that cat. It's typically not the cat, it's typically the chip. Okay, so we need to remove this filter, I believe. Yep, it is just gone. Alright, so we need to remove the filter and the P13 and measure again. If at any time these shorts are not removed after removing the chip, 90%, 99% of the time, it's going to be a CPU short. So very rarely is it a capacitor on a Nintendo Switch. It can happen in the case of like liquid damage or something like that, but very rarely otherwise. So, remove the light. And the filter. So let's grab the chip first. And then we'll grab the filter and measure again. Again, be patient. Just wait till you see all the pins wet. Don't try a drop method on this one. You're not going to burn the board. Okay. Nice clean pull. Just grab this filter. Nice clean pull. Try to get the filter off my tweezers. There we go. I don't want to lose their chips because if it's bad, I'm just going to throw their chips back on and move on with my life. Alright, let's find our ground. No, that is not a good sign. Alright, I'm going to pull this cap and just make sure that it is not shorted itself. I was afraid we were not going to get out of this with a working unit. The way we're going to test this is we're going to test the pads once we remove the cap. Okay. They should not be shorted to ground on both sides. And they are. Which means church, unfortunately. This is an example of a completely dead switch that we cannot do anything about because the CPU is shorted internally. And sadly, it's dead. It's dead meat. So I'm going to throw all their chips and stuff back on and their broken port and put it back together and inform my client. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do for them. But thanks for watching, guys, and I am going to post this video just so you see one of these in process. You know, sadly, there's nothing we can do about it. You know, I'll just double check the other side, make sure we didn't like bridge anything, but I'm pretty certain we didn't. So that's just thermal compound. It's non-conductive, but we'll test one more time. Just put it on the mat for now. And get back in there. Yep, it's done. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.